Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, we are watching The Hunger from 1983. This is another one that I don't really know what it's about at all. No clue what this film is about going into it. So I'm gonna guess it has something to do with maybe like zombies or somebody having some sort of hunger. I don't know, I didn't look into it. But I did have to rent this one on Amazon Prime, so there will be an affiliate link in the description if you want to check that out. And I will be right back with my thoughts. Okay, so just finished with watching, and this is actually a vampire film, which I could have guessed that as well from the title. I don't know why I didn't think about that possibility, but this is a very interesting one. It definitely has some very different takes on the world of vampire. For starters, though, you have David Bowie as a vampire, which is pretty awesome. He's not in it for very long because he is not the main vampire. You have this woman who is, I guess, like in the sense an original maybe. She's just like a head vampire, and what happens is that over the centuries she takes lovers and turns them into vampires, but they don't live forever. She does. She will live for eternity, which is why I feel like she's probably like an original, but they don't. They, after a certain amount of time, they live, I mean, each seem to live for a few centuries, but they do eventually start to age and disintegrate, and it happens very rapidly within probably like a 24-hour, maybe 48-hour period. It's very, very quickly. They don't completely die. You find out that she, after the David Bowie vampire kind of disintegrates, you find out that she has been putting her lovers of the centuries into these coffins, and they are just kind of stuck there, which is like really fucked up. And it's like no matter how much they like feed or anything, like it doesn't reverse the process, which is very different for a vampire film. Not anything that I've really ever seen, even like New Age, and this came out in the 80s, and yeah, it's a very interesting take on it, and I really like that. I love when they kind of mix things up. I feel like vampire anthology or mythology can really, like, it's fun to play with. It's fun to play with these ideas of what could be. You also have Susan Sarandon in it, which is awesome, and she plays this scientist who is in the process of trying to, like, develop a, like, almost kind of like an aging cure. She's trying to, like, test and understand the aging process and see if there's anything they can do to, like, live for eternity. And so that's how she, like, comes into play, because obviously, like, the vampires find out about her, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really good. I don't want to give too much away, because I definitely think it's a film that is worth checking out if you have not seen it. Again, I had to rent it on Amazon, so affiliate link in the description. But yeah, not like a lot for me to say about this film. There wasn't really anything that that I didn't like about it. It plays with music a lot, which makes sense given the fact that David Bowie's in it. And I love that. I feel like that's a heavy aspect with vampire films, is very, like, music tends to play a heavy part in vampire-related things. Queen of the Damned. And I always love that, of course. Like I said, I don't want to get into too many details because if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything for you, and I definitely think it's worth checking out. If you have seen it, let me know what your thoughts on it are in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video.